Hello, Happy New Year, you lovely Cancerians. Thank you so very much for visiting my YouTube channel. I'm Bella, the Secret Psychic, and how I work is I work with my spirit guides. So I'm going to be doing a general overview when it comes to love in January 2017. It's really them passing on the messages and the themes for you to kind of be noting and paying attention to that will help, you navigate through that month. For some of you, and I do feel that this reading today is really pretty much for a select few Cancerians, for those Cancerians who, when it comes to matters of love and the heart, are really feeling like some events that happened in December, particularly during the retrograde period, so really from the 21st, 20th, sort of going forward, really it's still with them and it's still bothering them. And I feel here that they couldn't see, that you couldn't find a way to water the plant, which I think I said in my last video, that almost you didn't want to. And so there is some sort of starvation going on in a connection, or if you're single, that you're feeling just like you need watering basically. And sometimes we can look and hope that others will do that, and obviously we want to give back and put back in, but sometimes we have to water ourselves, we have to feed our own light, and that seems to be coming up quite strongly for whoever is supposed to see this, because I don't think this is going to be for every Cancerian out there. There's a lot of stubbornness, a lot of stubborn energy going on, and it's either with you as a, or it's with the other person, but the energy is like stubborn, no movement, no moving forward, almost being trapped and locked in this kind of cycle. And you saying to yourself, as we start not just a new year but a new 9-year life cycle, that you do not want this in your life anymore, that it's not serving you anymore, and what it is you're going to do about it so that you can move in the better and right direction. And pretty much my guide's just showing me it to me like this, like you're going to be cutting away those connections that do not serve you. And if you're single, you're basically cutting away, not wanting to be with people who dim your light, who drain you, who just are hard work right from the get-go. Your mindset is completely different, and I would say go for it, because sometimes it needs to be done. You don't want to be feeling the way that you're feeling, particularly if you don't feel here that you want to put any effort into help nurture that. Then it's done, it's dusted. Start the new year in the right kind of way. Start the new year by clearing it all out. Do not fear that, because when you do that, your whole world will flip around when it comes to romance in your future. It feels very much that, yes, it doesn't feel great in the month of January to kind of do that weeding, but as we pass through that month and you've done the kind of spring cleaning super early, let's say, that you will ride through that lowness and start to view things in an optimistic way, because you have taken away the pain basically. And yes, for a temporary time it might feel like you are suffering a different kind of suffering, but it's nowhere near what it would have been if you'd stayed in that sort of connection that you just don't feel has any light left in it, or has sucked the light out of you. So I would say for those where this message is significant, it's okay to kind of be in this place where you're not feeling 100% great. Just know, as one door closes, even if it's you that's closed the door, that another one super opens, and it's bigger and it's brighter, and it's very spiritual, I feel, for a lot of you, in terms of you really truly understanding yourself and standing in your own power, and understanding that whilst you're in that power, that actually you can attract whatever you want. I think for you, the law of attraction and abundance starts to really work in your favor, almost like a gift from the universe, because you've passed one of your contractual kind of lessons, let's say. And like I said, this won't apply to everybody. If you're single and you're thinking, well, what does this mean for me? Particularly because if you're feeling the same kind of low energy, again, it's about you recognizing and choosing connections that are not like the rest. And I think you understand what I mean. And so you will almost choose people that will be outside of your comfort zone, because why not? And also knowing that you have control. You have control to quite early on to say, thank you, but no thanks. When you do that, you will intentionally gravitate towards the very thing that you are seeking. But I'm not convinced necessarily that it lies in January. January feels very much like you are changing from a caterpillar into butterfly, and to allow yourself to have that metamorphosis happen so that you are then ready for the rest of the year, which I've got every hope will go exactly as you need it to go when it comes to love. So I do feel that this reading really wasn't for every Cancerian, but do pop back next month or view some of my other videos on your star sign, which might resonate with you, or your sun or star rising, to see whether it has a resonance with you. But for those Cancerians who were supposed to see this, I think it's one of those months where it feels like your year might suck, let's say, but no, actually it's the change and the purging and the shedding of the skin that is needed to be done right at the beginning, so that you actually have a great and better beginning going forward. So I hope that's resonated with those who were supposed to see this. If you'd like to know anything about my services or have a private reading, do look below or visit my website at bellathesecretpsychic.com, or you can join me at my Facebook community where I do weekly live streams on all sorts of different topics, and really hope you have a happy new year. Take care. Bye bye.